Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Monkey Around Reviews. It's almost holiday time, so I figured let's take a look at some Christmas lights and get some ideas going. Well, this is the Hohoto Fireworks LED light. So when we take a look at this, we'll see that it comes in a 2-pack. So we have one of them here, and one of them here. It also has a remote control and another remote control and the instruction manual. So the one thing to be aware of is that these are battery operated. So this area here holds the 4 AA batteries. You can hang it from a tree or a nail. There's a little hook here on top that you can use to hang from. It's a standard size. It looks like the same size hooks I see that can grab real thin branches that come off of a tree, or like I said, a nail can go right through there. You can probably see the size of it right here. You will unscrew the top here, and this is where you'll have for your 4 AA batteries. And then it's got a little 9-volt style adapter that you can connect into the unit itself, just like that. Screw it back on, and you'd be able to hang it. On here, there's a list of 8 different modes. Those are the 8 modes that this remote control has. The remote control can also do dimmer control and a timer control. And it says that there is memory in here, so you can actually set it and forget it, and it'll work every day the same way you want it to. There's the on-off button here on the bottom, which also goes through your modes. And then the lights themselves, basically you just take them and spread them out, just like so. So this will take a little bit of time here. So I am going to cut the camera and come back when these are all spread out. Be back in a second. Alright, so I finished spreading out everything. So as you can see, you can kind of put them wherever you want to. You're just trying to create a full circle. Every single one of these strands has a light on the inside and 3 lights here on the outside of each one. So that even gives you more spreading you can do to kind of get lights all over the place to make a circle. So it was pretty easy to make it to go from this to this. It just took about a minute or 2 to spread everything out. And when you hang it, this is what you're going to be seeing. So I'm going to turn off the lights in here to make it a little bit darker, and we're going to go through the settings so you can see how this will look. Alright, so I got the lights turned off. As you see, it's not completely dark in here, but that's just going to show you how bright these really are, that you're going to be able to see them with some light coming in. I'm going to go through each of the 8 modes so you can see how these things are going to look. I'm going to have to look down to see what each mode is called because I do not have them memorized. There are 8 of them. Right now it is off. We can either hit the button here on the bottom of the controller, or we can use the remote control. So I'm just going to hit the on button, and here they are, they're on. Now, the first mode is called combination. So that is right here. So as you see, they're going just from the inside to the outside, and then now it's speeding up, and now it's going really fast. So this combination mode is, I think, going through all 8 of the modes. So mode 2 is called in wave. So that's this right here. Mode 2 seems to be just, oh, I see, it's going from the inside to the outside, nice and slow. Mode 3 is sequential. Here's 3. So it's a flash from the inside to the outside. 4 is called Slo Glo. And it's more of a quicker flash, as you see. Oh, and now it's speeding up a little bit. We're going to go to 5, which is chasing / running water. So it's a faster back and forth with a little bit of a flash in the middle. 6 is a slow fade. And that's exactly what the description is. It just fades from off to on, nice and slow. 7 is a twinkle or a flash. So it's just on and off real fast here. And 8 is steady on. So also on the bottom of the remote, there is dim control. So I can dim these lights down a little bit. Or I can bring them back up brighter. And the middle button on here, on the very top, says timer. So if I press this, so now it's going to stay on for 6 hours, and then it's going to turn off for 18 hours, then it'll come back on again for 6 hours, and then turn off for 18 hours, so on and so forth. So you have a full 24-hour control of these being on for 6 hours and off for 18 in whichever mode you left them on. Now in the instructions it says that if you press on at any time, it'll actually cancel that function. I take that as if you've set the timer and then you press the on button, the timer will no longer be set. So you'll probably have to set the timer again if you want the automatic control. It also says that it should default everything if you hit off, but I've noticed that it's not doing that. So as you see, if I hit 3 and I hit the off button on here, when I turn it back on, it should come on constant because that's the default. But if I hit on, it's the same mode that I left it in. So I'm not 100% understanding that, but just be prepared if you hit off, and maybe if you leave it off for a long period of time, it's going to come back on to where it was originally. So there you have it, the Hohoto LED Firework Light 2-pack. If you have any ideas of how you can use this other than just as a Christmas light, please make sure you comment so below. And as always, make sure you subscribe. Yeah.